how you can possibly get 150% APR or more with Bittensor. So Bittensor is currently at $575, and back in 2023, last year, it was at $60. So it's had a huge jump in the past year. On the year chart, it's up over 1,000%, and in the past month, it's up over 100%. It's currently sitting at a $4.25 billion market cap and has a volume of 121 million in the past 24 hours. And real quick, let's go to the website to check out the coin just so you can have a bit of information on it. And you're probably wondering, what is Bittensor? What is its use case? So you can go here to the website, click it, and this page comes up. It says Bittensor is pioneering the decentralized production of artificial intelligence. You can hit learn more, and Bittensor explained. So at the core of the Bittensor ecosystem is the production, marketing, and selling of digital commodities. So at the expanding periphery of this ecosystem are the entire internet geographies of ecosystems. So TAO, short for Bittensor, the decentralized currency, fuels the production of this intelligence in subnets. These intelligence producing subnets are then innovatively connected in productive and profitable ways, feeding one intelligence into another. You can read more about the coin's use case on their website, but I'm here to show how you can possibly get 150% APR or more with this. So first, we're going to head over to metrics.finance, this website here. I'm going to open it, and I'm going to go ahead and hit launch app. I'm going to go over to the Discover tab. If you don't already know, Metrics Finance is the best software for finding liquidity pools, simulating returns, and building out your portfolio. And in today's video, I'm going to be using features on both the free and paid version of the software. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and select exchange and network, just select all. And then down here where it says pool, I'm going to include TAO. Now we're going to see the pools that include this token. Right off the bat, we're seeing really high APR. So wrapped ETH to TAO over on Uniswap is at 166, almost 167 APR. And then this other wrapped ETH to wrapped TAO position says 227% fees APR. And this USDC to wrapped TAO position is at 237% APR. Pretty crazy stuff. So this one right here has the highest TVL. So it's sitting at about $8.82 million of TVL. In the past 24 hours, there's been $17,000, almost $18,000 in fees. So right off the bat, it looks like it could be a possible solid investment. So we're going to go over to the simulate tab. I'm going to open it in a new tab. So say I was going to deposit $10,000 into this liquidity pool. Now the range is set pretty tight here, as you can see, and you can see the volume history down here as well. It's been pretty consistent. On the 23rd of September, there's a really high volume day, but overall it's been really consistent. And I'm going to change my calculation range. I'm going to go back a bit. As you can see, there's been a lot of volatility in this pool. And the range that's set here for the past 30-day calculation range is pretty tight, so you may have to do some readjusting to your portfolio if you are using this range. And me preferably, I don't want to have to adjust my position a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and actually widen out the max price and widen out the min price here, so you can see the green lines are getting farther away from each other. And the APR dropped a bit, like 30%. It's at 128% APR, but I'd rather have a bit lower APR and not have to adjust my portfolio as often than have a higher APR but having to be worried about my portfolio going out of range, etc. So with a $10,000 deposit amount, we're looking at $12,000 in yearly APR. That is pretty awesome. You can scroll down and see the correlation of these assets as well. It's 29% correlated. That's what this 0.29% means. And since this pool looks pretty great to me right off the bat, I'm going to save it to my portfolio so later on I can do more due diligence into the TAO coin and see if I actually want to make the investment. So going back here, we have the USDC to wrap TAO pool. Says it's doing 237% APR, has a $4 million TVL, and $467 in the past 24 hours in fees. So let's go ahead and open up this simulate page in a new tab. Also, by watching this channel, you can claim a free 30-day trial of the pro version for Metrics Finance. So click the link in the description down below. I'm leaving it there. So for this one, let's change the deposit amount to $10,000 again. And then this range is very tight again. Let's zoom out. Yeah, look how tight this range is. So I'm going to go using a 30-day calculation range, and let's check the volume history. All right, it's not as stable and consistent as the last one, but it still is. It goes up and then down and then up a bit and then down. It's pretty consistent. So, all right, and this has a 0% correlation. These assets are not correlated at all. Keep that in mind. So with this very tight range, where you'd probably end up having to do some adjustments to your pool, you're getting 210% yearly APR on this position. That is just great off the bat. You know that. But I'm going to go ahead and change my max price a bit so it can be more of a relaxed investment, so I don't need to be on it checking it every day, or at least hopefully I wouldn't have to be checking it every day. And I'm still getting 175% yearly APR. So if I invested $10,000 into this, it's estimated that I'd be getting $17,541.28 a year. That's pretty great. Now keep in mind that there are risks associated with investing into liquidity pools and in the DeFi business in general, such as divergence loss and more. In no way am I a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't do with your money. I'm just telling you my opinion on these positions. So even if I were to make the max price and min price really wide like this, I'm still getting over 100% yearly APR. So this pool definitely could be really solid. So I'm going to save it to my portfolio and look at it later. So lastly, we have this pool here, which has a 227% estimated APR, and it's wrapped ETH to wrapped TAO again, but the 24-hour average fees are way less. As you can see in this pool, it has $17,000, almost $18,000 in fees in the past 24 hours. And this one here only has a bit over 1,000. So make sure you keep that in mind. So anyways, we can open up this one and simulate it. Also keep in mind, so right off the bat, it's showing that with this range, we have 44% about in wrapped Ethereum and 56% in wrapped TAO. We actually start to take on more exposure to wrapped Ethereum. See, now we're at 50% wrapped Ethereum. And if we move our min price like this way, we take on more exposure to wrapped TAO. Now we're at 58% wrapped TAO. So if I were to set my max price to about 5.9 and my min price to about 3.1, we're getting 180% yearly APR estimated on this position. So again, with a $10,000 deposit amount, we're looking at about $17,000 a year in estimated earnings. But look at this. If you scroll down to the volume history, you can see that the volume has gone down less and less. So I think for a better, more accurate representation of our simulation for earnings, we should change our calculation range. And now that we're looking at our data with a calculation range of 15 days, we can see our volume history down here. And it looks different than before. We don't have that huge high volume days that we saw in the 30-day range. See, when you went over here, we had those very high volume days. If you didn't already know, here at Builder Wealth, we have the fastest growing DeFi community, and we just went ahead and put together a DeFi Elite Suite for you guys. And what is DeFi Elite Suite? Well, here's exactly what you'll get. You'll get the pro version of the Metrics Finance software. You'll get to join the DeFi Excel community. You'll have a private onboarding session with me or someone from our team, and you'll get access to the exclusive DeFi Elite Starter Guide. The total value of this is $1,200, but if you lock in today, you can get this at $500 a year. You get full Metrics Pro access, which is my favorite part of this bundle. Anyways, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to turn on post notifications as I post cryptocurrency videos like this all the time, and I can't wait to show you more, and have a good one.